The Kama Sutra is an ancient Indian text written by the sage Vatsyayana, which is widely known as a guide to sexual positions and techniques. However, the text is much more than that. It also emphasizes the importance of mutual respect, communication, and consent in relationships. Consent is a crucial aspect of any healthy and fulfilling relationship. It involves both partners being able to freely and enthusiastically agree to sexual activities, without fear of coercion or pressure. In the Kama Sutra, consent is seen as a vital part of sexual pleasure and intimacy, as well as a sign of respect and care for one's partner. One of the central teachings of the Kama Sutra is the importance of mutual pleasure and satisfaction in a relationship. This means that both partners should be able to openly communicate their desires and boundaries, and should actively work to ensure that both partners are enjoying the sexual experience. This is known as samprayoga, a term used in the Kama Sutra to describe the act of coming together in mutual enjoyment. The Kama Sutra teaches that consent is essential to achieving this mutual enjoyment. It emphasizes that both partners should have equal say in their sexual experiences and should communicate openly and honestly about their desires and boundaries. This means that both partners should feel comfortable expressing their needs and limits, and should respect each other's decisions and boundaries. The Kama Sutra also recognizes that there are different levels of consent, and that it is important to be aware of these levels in order to ensure a fulfilling sexual experience. The text describes 4 different levels of consent, known as bhavas. These include mutual desire. This level of consent occurs when both partners actively desire and initiate sexual activities. Implied consent. This level of consent occurs when one partner initiates sexual activities and the other responds positively, but does not actively initiate themselves. Passive consent. This level of consent occurs when one partner is willing to engage in sexual activities, but does not actively express desire or initiate themselves. Coerced consent. This level of consent occurs when one partner feels pressure or coercion to engage in sexual activities, and does not freely and enthusiastically agree to them. The Kama Sutra emphasizes the importance of staying within the first 3 levels of consent, and avoiding any activities that could lead to coerced consent. This means that both partners should actively check in with each other throughout the sexual experience, and should respect each other's boundaries and decisions. In addition to emphasizing the importance of consent, the Kama Sutra also teaches that sexual pleasure and intimacy should be approached with a spirit of playfulness and exploration. It encourages couples to explore each other's bodies and desires in a respectful and joyful manner, and to approach sexual experiences with a sense of adventure and excitement. Overall, the Kama Sutra teaches that consent is a vital part of any healthy and fulfilling sexual experience. It emphasizes the importance of mutual pleasure, communication, and respect in a relationship, and encourages couples to approach sexual intimacy with a spirit of playfulness and exploration. By prioritizing consent and mutual enjoyment, couples can build strong, fulfilling, and respectful relationships that are based on trust, communication, and love.